just good afternoon. I've just been ejected, as you've seen, from the local Kelso cop shop because I tried to accuse Michael Moore of unconstitutionally refusing to meet me and to get an incident number for that, and the bolshy little blonde who refused to give her name chucked me out quite forcibly with my peaceful protest, and I thanked her for not violently removing me from the building. I'm going to ring the Jeddah office and find out why I believe that they've brought forward again, as they keep changing the writs, as they have no grounds for divorce in Scottish law, and they've given me the date of the 8th of April when the arrangements were made for the pre-proof hearing that we've engaged in on the 13th of March, and I just want them to know that I need to know when to show up. I believe they've brought it forward again in the second hearing with the 4th new sheriff for cover-up reasons. Okay, Sheriff Clark, main contact David Newton. Right then, here we go. 01835. Sorry, my speakerphones since we came home from New Zealand have all magically been broken since my wife became aware that I was a very effective fraud researcher. 01835 863 231. So that's the Kelso cop shop when I was reporting crimes against the people involving Malcolm Rifkind, G4S and Sir John Anthony Chilcot, and the refusal of the Scottish Justice Minister to take on the Trident scandal. The phone is ringing loyally at Jed Sheriff Court, even although the occupants of that building are now guilty of treason and are complicit in the crimes that I tried to report to the Kelso police again. Yeah, and they booted me out quite violently when I tried to explain to them that G4S were asset stripping all of the local jobs. And I've got Miss Tom's original writ, in inverted commas, the third derivatised version of it, since everything they accuse me of I prove my innocence of, and they changed the rules and the accusations. Now there are no grounds for divorce, and they completely ignore their letters saying I'm entitled to 90% of my pension, but if I admit my guilt I can have it all. Now they're claiming back 50 of it, and they're backdating it at 8% a year to 2011, and my neighbours are prepared to sign a statement saying that she actually left on the 4th of June 2014 with nothing in our bank account, and all of the documents that our solicitor have sent to me on the proof case explain that we have thousands of pounds in the co-op account that was for our holiday fund, but not that she has spent thousands of it, and there is only £650 left in it because it paid for all of her singular trips to the south on her own. The phone is still ringing at Jedburgh. They're very reluctant to reply. And it's getting kind of stormy. and Miss Tom's letter was dated the 23rd of March 2015, which is way before the 8th of April, which makes me think that they've probably shifted it for guilt reasons and to get it all over with before I spill all of the horrible facts about how our country is run into the public eye with thousands of YouTube hits all over the globe. And it's just occurred to me that the reason that they are probably not replying is that the law courts are now having to travel 40 or 50 miles each way to their place of work, because the greedy bastards have asset stripped their own profession to the extent that there is no money left in the Law Society or the coffers of our governments to pay for the maintenance of the law courts. Yeah, 2 of the 4 local law courts have closed in recent months, and the job losses at Stormouth Darlan are totally unjustified, because that is where we've reported the crimes of Peter Stormouth Darlan in those massive televised or YouTube videos that mean that even the crimes of Peter Stormouth Darlan tie into the religious fraud videos that we've made, and the Stormouth Darlan workforce have been sacked from the corner of Kelso Square, where the people and the officials at the banks that are the RBS and the Bank of Scotland said to me that they would not sign my petition about the massive war crimes and the frauds in 50 Lothian Road, because they were not allowed to, because they work for the TSB and the Lloyd's TSB people. That is the Bank of Scotland that made that statement, and I told them that I understand entirely why they're not allowed to speak to fraud researchers, because they're in the $1 trillion Lloyd's Verdi debt pool, and they understand that concept and they can relate to it, which is why all of them took their pensions at 30 something. But I was not allowed to talk to any of them to get them to sign my petition to confront the justice people in Scotland with the Trident scandal and the crimes and the war crimes of John Anthony Chilcott and Malcolm Rifkind in Lothian Road. Hello? Hello? Can I get the administrator, Dix? I'm dead keen to find out when my divorce case comes up for the proof hearing. Alright, I'll try Miss Tom, my wife's solicitor, but you have not got access to those facts of the diary. Jolly good. And are you private security, or are you still employed by the council? G4S. Alright, thank you for your help. Bye bye. They're busy, the courts are closed. Right then, let's try Miss Tom for a laugh. She's ever so genial when they're not in the back room, and she's ever so like Madonna when she tripped on her gown last time. I did not report that in any of the videos. It's quite sad that God is looking at all of it, but none of them appreciate the risks. Okay, so Miss Tom's based in Galashiels, like Michael Moore, who locked me out of his office for the same reasons that the Kelso cops did this afternoon. They did not lock me out, they forcibly ejected me, and they tried to shut down my camera themselves. Yeah, it's all online, and they will all regret it really soon. Right then, 01. Oh no, I better not do this, it might be an invasion of Miss Tom the Canadian's privacy. As all of it gets monitored by the former Borders Council people that she was the lawyer for, and privatised all of the public assets, because she is from Canada and has the might and insight into how international fraud works. Hi Miss Tom and the admin team, it's George Lees in Kelso. I've just found a document that I got which tells me about the dates of the pre-proof hearing on the 13th of March and the proof hearing on the 8th of April. Can you confirm for me that those are actually the dates for the proof hearing? Thank you for sending me your third inventory of productions together with the productions themselves. Yeah, I will respond to that in due course, but I'm a bit worried about the sheriffs keep changing their ID and they keep bringing forward the dates that are declared for the future hearings. Is it actually the 8th of April as I've got written down in my notes on the pre-proof hearing on the 13th? Yeah, thanks for your time. My telephone number is 0157 322 9084. It's Professor George Lees, but please call me George. Bye bye. Right then, off you go, camera. You're a menace to the public and law enforcement everywhere. There's the sun god. It likes what I'm doing.